G'day everyone and welcome back to Drew's Adventures. Today we are having a look for gold in the River Torrens of Adelaide. Now this is one of the little catchment areas, one of the creeks that flows in to the River Torrens. And of course the River Torrens is one of Adelaide's major rivers. So we're going to see if we can find anything. I have the Gold Monster 1000, have my scoop, have my pick, and of course I have a drink. Go and have a look and see if we get any targets here in this riverbed over here. Now for safety's sake, I have got my gumboots on, and the reason is, even though it's a pretty warm day, it's about 23 degrees Celsius, this is actually the perfect weather for snakes. And for those who don't know, Australian snakes, in at least many parts of Australia, are some of the most venomous in the world. So I do want to be a bit careful, and I don't want to risk stepping on a snake in here. So I'm going to aim down here, and although there's not a great lot of bedrock, I am going to see if there's anything that's trapped up in the sides, up on that bank up there, and just got to get down there. So join me as we explore and look for gold here in the River Torrens of Adelaide. So I've made it now down to the river here. As you can see, this particular hole here, I reckon someone's already dug something out of it, but as we always say in the gold searching community, don't let it put you off if you do see someone else's hole near where you're detecting. There's another one just there near that bush. Basically, the whole thing is that they may have missed something, or what they dug up was in fact something on top and they've forgotten to recheck their hole. So always check your holes, check other people's holes wherever they've detected. And as you can see, this water here does look pretty clean at the moment. Just on a side note, there'd be yabbies in here, which are known in America I think as crawfish, and some fish as well. We would have rainbow trout, I believe they're called, that live in these waters of the upper River Torrens. And of course there are some native fish as well that call this river home. So I don't want to sort of go right into that water because that is pretty deep actually, but I am going to be detecting these banks here, these side banks, and up there on that bank where we can see some bedrock in that cliff there. So let's get started. So I've just powered up the Minelab Gold Monster 1000, and on the left hand side, these are your dials to get your sensitivity up or down. Sometimes I find it's a little bit too sensitive. It picks up everything on a higher level. So I generally use a manual mode, probably manual 6 there I think we are on. This over here is your volume. You can hear that. Gets much louder as we go up. But I'll keep it at a medium tone, and let's start rolling. So we're going to do very slow kind of movements over. Oh, we have got something there. Now if it goes to the right hand side of that top dial on the Gold Monster, that means it's probably got some sort of gold in it. Otherwise it may just be junk. So I think this is a mixed bag. I may try and scrape this out and see what's in there, and let's find out what it is. Okay, so the earlier one was not much at all, not much excitement. It was just a piece of rubbish. Let's have a look here though. Look at that. Nice, strong signal going to the gold side of the Minelab Gold Monster 1000. And what I always do is I always use the Minelab logo there as roughly the point where the item would be. So I'm going to try and pinpoint this and see what we may have. There might be something just under this rock here, I think. So let's get it out. Okay, so I moved that rock. It's that rock there. I moved it over and pretty much straight away could see what I was looking at. This here is the back of a gunshot. So there you go. Lead will always ring up as a gold item because it's non-ferrous, right? So if it was just rust or something, it would go to the left. But in this case, it's the end of a bullet and it's a piece of lead. So we'll take that out of the river and get rid of that securely off-site. But there you go, the first actual find of the day. Let's continue. I've just spent a bit of time doing this middle bank here, across from where I've left my pick and drink, and that old shell that we found. Nothing in here. Everything that's in here is unfortunately very deeply buried and is all rusted ferrous stuff. So stuff that is not really worth anything, and I don't think I could really get that out of the ground here. Unfortunately, these are old fence stakes, I would imagine. A couple of bits of metal there you're looking at right next to the tree log. But what I am going to do is, over this side here, I'm going to try where this bedrock is. And the reason I'll try this is because gold and heavy material that is worth a bit and worth trying to find is often left near or close to the bedrock because of its weight and its heaviness. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have a look around this side bank here, and hopefully we might just get another target or two or three, and you never know, one may be gold. So I'm up on this bank and have a listen. See how it's going towards the gold bar sign, and it's repeating. It's very strong. So we'll have a little scratch just here between these two plants and see what comes out. So whatever we have is now in the scoop. Let's have a look. You can hear that going off quite nicely. Let's now try and shuffle through and see what we can find. Ah, I see it already. That, everyone, is a lead shot. So that's basically come out of a gun at some point, and yeah, it's a manky old lead shot. There you go. But we'll take that with us. That can go in the pocket and be disposed of with the other big shell that we found. One thing I always do as well, and recommend that you do if you detect, is to refill your holes afterwards. So here I've compacted back the soil that I took out and try and leave the environment in the same shape as we found it, just taking, of course, the rubbish that we get out of the holes if it isn't something worth collecting. See how I get very close to the ground surface? I try and get under roots, under rocks, and see what we can get. Oh, we have got something there, but it's only going to that left hand side, I think. Yeah, that one is. Let's keep going. Now you will get a lot of ground noise with a gold monster. I don't know why, but they are a little bit susceptible to anything in the ground, including coals for that matter. Ashes, coals. For some reason they do. Oh, here we go. They do respond to ashes and coals. Okay, we got something just there where that tuft of grass is. Well, I'll get my shadow out of it. Let's have a look what's under there. Okay, so from that little hole where this tuft of grass is that I literally cut around, pulled up and pulled out, we have once again another lead shot. So this has been fired from a gun. That's the end of it there, and it's a little bit impacted. You can sort of see there where it's impacted something. And yeah, so no gold, but we'll keep trying. Another target just down here, have a listen. See how it's going to the right hand side again? Most likely going to be a lead shot, but you know what? If you don't dig up your targets, how do you know? So let's just have a little look here. Now I'm going to place the gold monster flat out. So let's just see if we can get this to happen. It's hard, hard doing it by yourself. All right, we've got the gold monster ready there. So let's, nope, we got no signal on that bit. Let's try down here a bit. Yep, so we know it's in this scoop now. Now I do see a little bit of rust inside that hole, just there. So this may be just a piece of junk, I think, but the only way to know is to get it all out and see what we've got here, hey? So let's just break all this up a little bit and we'll see what we find. Let's try it. Okay, so something in here, I think, in the middle. Not that. Alright, we'll put that back. No, not that. No, not that. Oh, there it is. And like I thought, everyone, that is unfortunately a lead shot. Yucky. It's a real mangled one, that one. That's not gold. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, so once again I'm in the in this bedrock area here. I'm just going to see what this might be. There's something up in here. So let's scoop this out. It's very hard for me to dig on screen. Sorry everyone. They're impossible with the camera trying to hold that too. So I'm going to have to scoop this out and then come back to you all. I'm really liking too that this particular target is actually underneath this tree root. So that's always a good sign. Generally, not always, but yeah. Let's scoop under this a bit more and see what we can dig out. Very nice wobble pop sound, and that's that bit that was now wobble pop on a gold monster is not always but often a really good sign. So let's have a look through this stuff and see what we might have here. We may have something. Be really cool if we did. I don't know. Nope, not that. Oh, where are we? Come on. What are you? It's probably the tiniest little lead shot, to be frank. But I've said that before and I have been wrong. So I'm just going to try and smash it all up a bit. Okay, it's in here. Let's see if I can narrow this down a bit. So what I want to do is I want to actually, I'm going to split this into two hands, right? And for that I'm going to have to put the camera down. I don't have a tripod with me unfortunately today. That's alright. Alright, let's see what's in here. Well, certainly no shiny here. This is once again another lead shot. But as I said earlier, gold will often sit on this kind of rock, this bedrock formation. So if you do see this in your local river or stream, and if you're allowed to, go and have a look for gold, because you never know. But this here is definitely just a lead shot. You can see it's just the grey standard lead shot, so we'll take that with the other few that we've got and dispose of them later. It's definitely getting warmer, everyone. I would guess it might be about 23, 24 now degrees Celsius. But have a look at that beautiful environment we have here. in Australia, and this beautiful river. Still flowing alright, even though it's the end of spring here in Australia. It's looking pretty cool. But yeah, no gold yet. Nothing of too much excitement, but you never know. And the idea with gold searching that you're going to get rich quick, just forget it. It's not like that. It took me about 4 years before I actually got a chunk that was worth really anything much. I have got obviously smaller bits of gold, but gold searching is not a get rich quick scheme. So don't all be going out buying a detector expecting to find stuff worth a fortune, because it's harder than you think. But persistence, patience, and just getting out in this environment makes it all worthwhile. So I'm going along the edge of this riverbank here in the River Torrens, and I can already see what I've detected. Can you see what it is? Someone has dropped a 50-cent Australian coin just here. I don't know if it's rare, I don't think it is, but it might be, I don't know. 2005, and it has World War II, I think, 1939 to 45 remembrance. So that's pretty cool. Someone's just dropped that. Never discount the fact that you may get coins in riverbeds as well, given the fact that so much of society generally around the world is close to a riverbed. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll keep that one. That was literally just under the surface, just there. So one of the really unique features about the Gold Monster 1000 is it's very good at locating a target dead on. So there is something really big here. I'm going to assume it's just rubbish, but hear that? Means it's right under there. Yep. So let's have a little look what is here. There may be nothing, there may be something. It's very loose stuff. Oh, there you go. So it's an old tin lid. Wow. Probably from a paint can or varnish can or something. But that's why the Gold Monster did that brrr sort of sound. Can't do that very well, can I? But I reckon that's all that there is there. But as I say, go over it again. Yep, that's what it is. See that? So it must be made out of aluminium or something, because it is going to the right, but it's, yeah, definitely just junk, that one. A lot of rubbish, unfortunately, in this particular river. And that's despite excellent efforts by local land care groups to rehabilitate these rivers. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff flows from upstream, and it ends up coming down to the river. So while I've been obviously detecting, I have been keeping my eyes out too for other rocks and other cool things, and I've come across this. I don't know, it seems to be a piece of quartz, so I think it may have a little bit of some form of crystal in it. So I'm going to have to take this one home and have a look closer up. But it's, you can see that sort of, I don't know, almost like a patina on it. So I don't know what it's got. It's not ringing up on the Gold Monster, so it's obviously not a super precious metal, but we'll have a look later and see what this may be, and I'll put it up on screen. Thanks everyone for joining me on this episode of Drew's Adventures. It's been fun showing you what the reality of metal detecting is like in this little patch of the River Torrens. And as we saw, got the 50-cent coin. That was pretty cool, but I think someone's just probably dropped that in recent times. And I will try and find out the name or substance that is on that rock that I plucked out just before out of this river. Take care everyone, and thank you to those newly subscribed to my channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. It's free and you won't miss out on future episodes. Take care everyone, and bye for now.